Close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes for a second.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Poshcateyes Unfiltered. We're going to be talking about all things Real Housewives of Potomac. I think it's episode 7 if I'm not mistaken. But first things first, guys, again, please subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends, share, comment, like my videos, and let us move this nation forward. Now, having said all of that, let's get into the episode. So this particular episode there are a few highlights. I think there's 3 highlights for me, and I guess the most highlight that has gotten the internet abuzz is the Mia, Inc. and Gordon conversation towards the end of this particular episode in front of the kids. Now we're going to get into that, but first things first, the highlight we are going to be sharing again is of course Stacey and her best friend TJ. Now producers are now clarifying who TJ is. TJ is Stacey's best friend. So there's really nothing here. According to Stacey, they're dating, but production is saying they're best friends. Stacey and TJ, honestly, it's confirming by the minute, by the day. There's the word stiff, stiffer, stiffest. I thought Stacey was stiff until I met TJ, who is stiffest, personified. We're going to get into that. So the episode opened actually with Stacey inviting TJ over. Of course, she wants to try and get us to know a little bit more about him and his personality. Ultimately, this particular invitation just made it gave me more clarification that this guy is nowhere near into her. I don't know what she's thinking. This particular storyline is getting really boring and stale, and she needs to ride the chain off fast. Okay, so TJ came into the house, decided to do some canvas painting of themselves, reflecting each other's feelings. First things first, they needed to talk about their relationship, with Stacey trying to flirt with this man. This man had no clue Stacey was flirting. In fact, the guy was just, facial expression was like, don't touch me, don't touch me. If you try to touch me, I'm going to kick you off, I'm going to push you off. Safe to say her divorce is coming to an end. That's according to Stacey. How far they are with this, we don't know. They're still trying to figure out who gets what and what is going to be given to each other. So it's interesting, the dynamics that's at play here. All I can tell you is TJ is not into this woman. She's invited him for Jassi's boyfriend's ceremony, celebrating something, and he's going to make an appearance. And yeah, there's nothing to see here, guys. Let's just move it along. We caught up with Ashley and her mom, who is suffering from a heart condition. And of course, Ashley is also now considering the burden of caring for her mom post-divorce from Michael. Girl, I feel you. It's an African thing. Every African daughter is sort of taxed with the burden of caring for their parents. It's just a rite of passage. Don't ask me how I know this. It's something I'm going through, and I'm doing it with love because I can afford to the barest minimum at the moment. And so I can understand this. And I do feel for Ashley going forward. It's just, I don't know how else to say this. But then I have to say that Ashley caught up with Karen, who, you know, is very close to her court date, and they wanted to talk about the events that happened with Mia and the rehab conversation. Now, very quickly, Karen decided to deflect to the fact that Mia has got some drug overdose situation that led her to homeopathic path instead of rehabilitation. And according to Karen, it's on YouTube, which a clip of it was played for us to see that Madame Mia had an opioid abuse. She eventually OD'd and then decided it was a wake-up call for her to quit and go through the natural path, where they now decided to establish the joint chiropractic businesses. Okay, Karen feels that Mia is trying to take a dig at her, and she's not going to back down without fighting back. And so this is the route she is taking to fight back. According to Giselle, Karen is deflecting. Karen decided to find out or speak on Giselle's ex's impending. Guess what? They're not married, guys. Jamal is married to the girlfriend that was a topic of conversation on this particular sit down. I think they got married 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a beautiful wedding. The dress and outfits, however, is another story. Okay, so you can see Giselle is not comfortable having this conversation, but she did try to grace Karen with the conversation, or tell her that yes, it's something that Jamal is doing and she's happy for Jamal. The kids as well are also happy. However, this is not something she wants to be talking about here, and they moved on very quickly. we then get in on the action, quite frankly. And this is at Jassi's event, where all the men in the women's life came to celebrate Jassi and her partner. Mia and Karen had to have a sit down with Giselle to, should I say, diffuse the situation with regards or the rumor they're spreading behind it, or behind and in front of each other. They have agreed to hold peace, or call a truce for now. How long this is going to last, we're probably going to find out as this particular episode and show progresses. Guess what? The court date is coming up, and so that's going to bring more topic of conversation and more gaslighting and more shade throwing towards Karen's way. So we're going to see that Karen did have a sit down with her cousin to try and shed and throw more light on the divorce situation. I have got 2 minutes left to go pick up my child, but safe to say we can hear how she's feeling, or how series of events has led to the moment where she had the crash. We feel for you, Karen, and I hope you can get the help that you really need. I do understand the fact that women will take on too much. We sort of just wear it on and continue on our stride because it's just too much. You can't afford to break down. I understand this. And we don't have a village to cry on. Sometimes when you try to share, it becomes people literally mocking you. And so I do understand and see from her perspective. Now we're going to get into the show proper. That was the main event, and this is between Ink, Mia, and Gordon. All right, it's this particular scene that has got the whole internet abuzz. Now, Instagram was awash with commentary regarding this particular scene, and this scene involves Mia, Ink, and Gordon. Now, safe to say, Mia seems to be the first wife in the franchise, in the history of the Real Housewife franchise, to have all three of her partners on the show, seemingly trying to figure out where they sit in her heart. I mean, like, she's the MVP right now. Like, she's trying to tell us that her pulling game is top notch. She is literally navigating between two men, and her ex-girlfriend is still on the show, fighting to figure out where she belongs at this moment in the dynamics. It is fascinating. Now, I do not know what this particular I don't know the outcome of this. We would not know until we come to the end of this whole season. And I also do not know what morals this is trying to portray. Now, I'm not going to bag Mia. Now, this is her personal life. We happen to, you know, be privy to her personal life. That's quite how chaotic and immoral it seems in the grand scheme of morality, or how society places morality on us women. Now, let's just get into the nitty-gritty. Now, we can actually see this was probably staged by producers wanting to get all three couples, because Mia has inundated us or told us about how cordial the relationship dynamics is between Ink and Gordon, because she pretty much alluded to the fact that they are all sharing the same bed at this point. I might be alleging this, but from what she has said, I am not surprised if they all three are in one bedroom, because it's all for co-parenting and all for protecting the kids. This is what they are telling us. Okay, I'm not making this up. This is seemingly the goal, to protect the kids, to make sure the kids' mental health are okay, to make sure the kids are happy. Now, how the kids are going to be happy with this particular dynamics is confusing for me as an adult, let alone these three children that we are actually watching endure the process of adult trying to figure out adulting or adulthood. Well, I think Ink and Mia were together, and Gordon literally came in to get the kids or drop off the, I don't know, but conversation went straight up to Ink wanting to coexist in the space and play nice, and Mia wanting Gordon to support more or come on camera to display that they are one big happy family in this particular trio dynamics. And Gordon is quick to say, I don't want to be on camera with Ink present. The deal is not to profit you, Mia. The deal is to be here to co-parent off camera my kids. And Ink is like, I have no problem with you, bro. What's going on here? And then Gordon said, well, I've got a problem with you. Just you being in my face is a problem. We can see this. Now, for the layman, even me, this will be a problem. Let alone Gordon that is dealing with his ex-wife playing on his face with her current lover. That is exactly what we're watching. Mia is holding on to Gordon. They're still not divorced yet, so they're still legally married. Well, meanwhile, she is proclaiming love and affection, deep affection for Ink, her high school sweetheart. And Gordon is like, I don't want you to profit off of my misery. And this is fair to state that the guy doesn't want to be a part of the trio dynamics. If he's on camera, it has to be between Mia, him, and the kids. Not Mia, Ink, and Gordon, as well as the kids. And Mia said, well, this is a package deal. If you're going to co-parent, you're going to co-parent with me, Ink, in tow. And I want you on camera because I'm making money off of our relationship woes. And Gordon is like, absolutely no way. This guy has cheated, has broken my home, according to what Gordon said. You broke my home, broke my trust, had extramarital affair with my wife, even alert to the fact that she was pregnant with the baby, with Ink's baby, and eventually, I don't know how else to say this without getting censored on YouTube. However, unaliving the child. Okay, through the process which they do, fetal unaliving. Apparently Ink, this is new information to Ink. Ink had no idea that Mia was pregnant. Now, I don't know if this is the case or he's pretending on TV. I really cannot tell you. And they are now, in fact, sort of questioning the paternity of Mia's first child, because I now cannot say it's Gordon's first child because we don't know. And this is meant to be for the better mental health of the kids. And like, these kids are going to be watching this show years down the track. I don't know what they are going to be feeling or what they're going to be saying. I don't know. This is not a good look for production to be encouraging this in front of the kids. This is not a good look for Mia as a mom. I mean, you can get your leak however you choose, but you can get a nanny as well to protect your kids, keep them away from this interim, from this situation that is unfolding in front of our eyes. Gordon eventually walked off because he insisted on not filming or having Mia and Ink profit off of his misery. And Mia went on to say, well, I endured 11 years of turmoil. You tortured me. I'm no longer 22. I'm now an adult and I can see, I can defend myself. I can speak for myself. I pretty much went through hell with you. Mia, you were a stripper. You met this man, married man, at a strip club. This man gave you all the money he had, left his wife and kids, and followed your young ass. And now here you are, he's wrecked, broke, old, washed out. You are still hot and about, and you have gone back to your love interest from high school and discarding this man, and at the same time saying you went through hell. Really? You use this man money to set up a few businesses, 22 businesses if it is true. So you have profited off this man. You used this man to get on the show because you came on the show as a married woman, right? You guys were so much in love. You had an open relationship, open understanding affair relationship. And now you say you suffered, you endured torture, mental torture. Yeah, he's got some mental health issues, but it's not something that he is not seeking help for, now realizing the fact that he is unwell mentally. It's not a crime to be mentally unwell, but it is a crime to, you know, not realize that you are being fooled on, played upon, preyed upon, and not realizing when to walk away. Because Gordon, I don't understand. Maybe the guy is actually broke, so he's earning a few pennies from his appearances on this franchise. I don't know, but it could be that way. Because I cannot understand for the life of me how the nearly 70-something-year-old man is not realizing that he's got self-esteem and self-respect to protect. rather just come on here with this I don't even know what to say. No, so this is where it ended, because there was no resolution to this. Apparently this conversation is going to happen. We're going to be dealing with this as this particular series unfolds before our eyes. So this season, I mean, so I cannot wait to find out how this whole thing ends, because there's a paternity dispute that is impending. Mia is already alluding to having multiple fathers for her kids. So it's just ridiculous. What do you guys think? My opinion, Mia is a two-faced liar. She's a pathological liar. Hence the way she's able to manipulate the situation to her benefit. Play three people. Hopefully Ink is smart enough to realize that he can game this chick too, get in on the action, get some money out of it, and walk away to save his mental health. Because there's no telling where this is going to end for Mia. Mia has seemed to have no shame. She is riding the waves as we speak. Now, what do you guys think? How do you think Gordon should handle this? Can somebody get Gordon help so he can move away from this woman? Because what we're seeing is just disappointing. It's actually not helping this guy's mental health. It is in fact making it worse. He is a ticking time bomb, and I hope he doesn't explode on air, is what I'm saying. That's it, folks. Seriously, there was a lot to unpack here, but I needed to truncate it as short as I can, just so that we can get going. And I can't wait to watch the next episode, because it's going to pack a punch. All right, we're going to be dealing with Karen in court, and we're going to hear the girls gossip about Karen's DUI charges. To gloat. I think more gloating than anything else. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. Again, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has premiered, so I'm going to try and unpack and run the commentary on that one as much as I can. I hope it packs a punch too. I'll see you and talk to you guys soon. In the meantime, stay safe, be focused. Bye.